know the deal with this kid. So, guys, the concept I want to share with you today is a concept called the Big Five. This is something that has really helped me in the last couple of years to really help me get clear on my destination in life, so that I can be able to get myself to take those uncomfortable action. Everything we are learning in this program right now, these are things that for many of us, this is new, you know, and this is things that requires us to stand out and make real impact and make real money. So the process might not be very easy, but that doesn't mean that we cannot do it. So the question you asked me is, how do I record videos, or how do I shoot the courses and go about that, since if this is my first time recording a video with my phone, I'm camera shy and all these things. Yeah. So I get that. And it's a very beautiful question. One thing I want to talk about is the big five. The big five is a concept that I learned a few years ago. It was one of the things that made me break out of my shell. I was a very, very introverted person. I'm this kind of a person. I'll give you a story. When I was defending my project in school, my final project in school, I was appointed as the head of the group. So what happened then was, after spending the time to go do the typing, preparing the project topic, and doing everything to ensure that the project is ready, when it was time to present it, since I'm the head of the group, they said I must be the one to present. And this is something I've been running away from for a very long time in school, because I'm very, very shy and introverted. So then, as I stood in front of the class to try to present this topic, my leg was just shaking. I've always tried as much as I can to avoid, speaking in front of a crowd. Even when it comes to speaking with someone face to face, someone I've never met before, it's really uncomfortable for me. So speaking with this person, in front of this crowd, my entire class was in front of me, and we have our lecturers and professors who are sitting there. Man, my leg started shaking heavily. I couldn't speak. I was just stammering. Today, I couldn't introduce myself. It was so embarrassing. Then one of the lecturer, Mr. Moses, he looked at what's this person? Please mute yourself, guys. He looked at the other person. That is the other lecturer that we were sitting close to, and he said, "This guy is a very shy person. I don't think he can do this work well. He has never." He said the last time I told him to speak inside my class, he almost fainted. I managed to get through that day, but at the end of the day, I was changed. Somebody else in my group had to take over, and people were just laughing at me and all that. So that was one of my experiences. It was really embarrassing, but what that did for me was, it gave me this hunger to want to learn more and better myself. So I think it was 3 weeks ago, I made a video, and one of my lecturers, that same Mr. Moses, that guy saw the video and he was blown away. He said, "Wow, so I'm so surprised this is you right now." He connected with me. We ended up making a video call, and we're just talking. He said he was really, really blown away. He even invited me now to speak in the school he's lecturing in Delta State and Benin right now. So why did I tell you this story? The thing that got me that confidence to build this ability to speak to you guys today was my big five. So what's your big five? Your big five are simply the top 5 things you wish to achieve between now and the day you die. See, life is not something that happens to you accidentally, especially when it comes to success. You are not just going to achieve the things you want accidentally. You are not just going to have the skill sets that will enable you acquire high level of wealth accidentally. And it's not going to be easy, and it's not supposed to be easy. But one of the things that can really help it make this process very easy is when you identify your big five. Your big five, like I said, are the 5 most important things you want to achieve before you die. That if these 5 things can happen in your life, if say you can talk to your to your maker one day, or you can talk to God or anybody who's in charge of giving people's their dreams, making their dreams come true. You can say, just make me, just give me these 5 things. Don't bless me, don't do me anything. Just give me these 5 things. If you can give me these 5 things, I can die a happy person. I can die a happy man. You know, when you sit down on your dying bed, you think about the day you die. This is a very dark concept, but I do it a lot. I sit down. Hey guys, can you hear me? Hey guys, can you hear me? I got disconnected shortly just now. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me. Is somebody there? Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, great. So, like I'm saying, the big 5, your big 5. What are your big 5? What are the top 5 things you want to achieve before you die? I do this activity whereby, sometimes I will just sit down, off all the lights, and I will be inside the dark, lock my office door, and I'll just imagine the day. That is the exact moment that I leave this world. Maybe it is when I was in my 90s, 100, I don't really know, but just the exact moment I leave this world. Yeah, that's when I was sitting down in my dying bed, when everything is, I feel I'm trying to, go over my life, and I imagine all the things I've achieved. Am I going to be feeling happy with that moment, or am I going to be feeling sad that I wasn't able to achieve this main goal? I wasn't able to achieve this main thing. So for you have to really put yourself in that environment where you think carefully about the 5 things you want to achieve in life before you die. It has to go beyond material success. Because the truth is this: if you focus on material success, you're not going to get it. But if you focus on something that is bigger than material success, you're going to get it. That's why you see a lot of these pastors. Sorry if you're a Christian, but you see a lot of these pastors who really make a lot of money because they are doing something that is beyond money. Right? They are reaching out to people, touching people's lives. You are impacting lives. And if you can think about something that is beyond just money, that is legacy conscious. Imagine the person that made Coca-Cola, created Coca-Cola. Imagine Steve Jobs, who created Apple, who is dead now, but the company is still going forward. So if you think about this concept and you put yourself in, like, what are those 5 things I want to achieve before I die, that I know that if I can achieve these things, I don't care how I'm going to achieve it right now, but I just know that if this is the 5 things I achieve before I die, I'm okay. I'm good, and once you identify those 5 things, let those 5 things be your motivation, your inspiration to want to take the uncomfortable action. Because like everything, like I tell you, there's nothing like this person is better than this person. There's only this person has trained themselves in an area to be good at it, that now makes you feel like that person is extraordinary in that area. I'll just come from my own experience from talking to cameras and starting my journey with now I can go into events where there are more than 50 people, 100 people, and I can speak to them. But this was me a few years ago when I left school, who could not do these things. But I was able to develop the mindset, the skill sets, because everything you see today is a skill set. Your ability to speak to camera is a skill set. Your ability to sell is a skill set. Your ability to create courses is a skill set. And the beautiful thing about skill set is this: anyone who is hungry enough, who feel like they really, really want to change their life, their financial life, can learn the skill sets that is required to make the money they want. You just have to have a bigger motivation, something that will make you want to take action and practice, because practice makes progress. The more practice you put into something, the more better you are going to be at it. So when you say, I shoot my first video, it didn't come at 9s, that's beautiful. It's not supposed to come at 9s. If you go and play against Ronaldo is going to beat you. You cannot compare yourself against Cristiano Ronaldo in football. Why? Because that man has eats, drink, dream, seen football for all his life, you know, when he wake up, the first thing he does is football. Anything he does is football. So you can't compare that person who has put in the work, the hours of practice, with you who is just starting out in football. It's going to crush you. So for you, the only thing I can tell you is this. First of all, you need to identify your bigger why, your stronger foundation. That is the key, your big five that can now push you, propel you into making sure that you take the action that will make you now learn the skills that's required to make this business work, because it's not an easy business. You know, I always say this when we first started, that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. But this is a very profitable industry you can leverage upon if you are willing to do the work, practice. I remember the nights I would just pick up my phone. Back then, I would just start recording myself talking. I want to give you a very fun exercise here that can really help you to start on this process of speaking with the camera. One thing I want you to do now is this. Pick up if you have a pen now, write it down. Pick up your phone and press record. Just put it somewhere that you can see yourself and press record. Then speak for 2 minutes, or just speak for 5 minutes, right? Speak for 5 minutes or 2 minutes. You know, no matter, any amount of time is fine. But between 2 to 5 minutes, just speak. Talk about anything you like. It can be that you just pretend that your friend is close to you, or you can be that you call your friend, to be there while you put your phone there and start talking to them about something that you love talking about. It can be football, anything you love talking about. Just talk to them about it. Show your passion. Forget about the camera being there. Just talk about the things you want to talk about in that particular moment, and talk about it for 5 minutes. When you are done, later on, when your friend has gone, or when you finish the process, take your phone, play the video, and put your phone down. Put the screen facing the ground. Don't watch the video. Just listen to your voice. As you listen to your voice, take a paper and write down the mistakes you made, the way you said certain things that you didn't like. Just write them down. Analyze yourself. Just do self-audit. Don't be judgmental. Just take note of the things you want to change, the things you don't like in your voice and the way you speak. Are you too fast? Are you sounding somehow? Are you not pronouncing the words well? What's really the things you don't like in your voice? Write them down. Then when you are done with that, take up your phone again, mute it, and watch the video. Watch your body language. How are you positioning yourself? What are the things you are doing as you are speaking? Pay attention to them. And the things you don't like, still note them down. Then when you are done with that, play the two together. Play the video and the recording together, and start watching yourself again. And see yourself talk, and see yourself just, listen and take note of the things you want to change. Then now you have information that you can now work with. A beautiful way to start shooting contents is one of the best strategies you can do that can really help you when you are starting is write it down. Write out what you want to say. Write it on a piece of paper. Then you can start. You can read it after you finish writing your entire speech what you want to say. Then now you can look at it. Then you drop your paper and you try to say the first line. When you are done with the first line, you pause. You pause for some minutes. Maybe, for instance, let me put it this way. Maybe I want to record a course. And as I say, welcome, after writing down my scripts. So the first thing, say, okay, welcome to this module. One of the things I like you to do is take your pen and your paper and try to take note and be fully aware. After you're done with fully aware, you see my hand now. You can pause like this for 5 minutes. I mean, for a few seconds. Just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you go again. You pick your book and you look again. Or you can put it somewhere you can see it clearly close to your phone. You read the second line. Then you continue from that place, you pause. So once you take your pen and the paper, start by trying as much as you can to be fully present, because what we are going to be talking about is this. When you get here again, you pause. Then you look at what you are reading from. Make sure the thing is somewhere you can see it, yeah? So look at what you are reading from. Then you continue again. You read again. When you get to one place again, you pause for like 5 seconds again. Then you look at what you are reading from. Then you go again, continue again. When you do this practice, at the end of the day, when you have your video, you can now go again with something like CapCut and start cutting it. Okay, the side you pause, you can cut the pause side out and start adding the video together. Before you know it, you have your full video. At the end of the day, nobody will know that you paused. The only person that is going to know that you paused is you. Many times when you record videos, you make a lot of mistakes. That's the truth. You're going to make so many mistakes. For me, I make mistakes, but the more you practice, the more you give yourself time to really be better and remove your mind for perfection. Don't say, this person, I want to speak like this person. No, find your own voice, find your own tune, and speak from your own voice, speak from your own tune. Just make it better as you keep practicing. The more you learn as you do that exercise whereby you are recording your voice, you are listening to the things your area you're making mistakes, then you continue again, you do before you know it, with time you're going to get better. It's all about muscle building. If you want to go to the gym, if you want to build muscle, you have to go to the gym and start pushing weights. You're not going to say after pushing weights the first day, then you say, my chest is big or my muscle is big. No, it's a continuous process. You do it for a few months and you start seeing changes. And that's how it's going to be. My first year speaking on camera was not that great. Second year was not that great. Third year was not that great. Even now, it's still not that great. But I'm practicing and I'm working at it, bettering myself as I grow in the journey. That's the thing. You don't have to be perfect in that regard. So think about your big five. Like I said, your big five is very, very important. What are the top 5 things? I call it the big five. The big five. Each of your fingers here needs to represent a very big goal you want to achieve before you die. This will represent one thing, this will represent another thing, this will represent another thing. Then until you got the 5 fingers right. Then every day, make sure you write that thing down where you can see it so that you can engrave that thing into your score. So that will not be one of the motivation and the inspiration to do the things that you need to do to be able to get the life you want, because it's not going to be easy. At the end of the day, anything that comes easy, it's not valued. So if you have any other question, you can let me know. Like I said in one of the classes we had last time, I said I'm going to do a course after this one that's going to call, I'll call that camera confidence. Camera confidence. So it's going to be about how to really develop the skill set of communicating with the camera, because it's one skill set you want to learn right now, because it gives you the ability to sell to many people. You can do one video and use that video can sell your products and anything you're selling to many people. So it's one very powerful course I will do, but it's going to be after this one, not now. And you're going to get it for free in the platform. So if you have any other question, let me know. Yeah, I will do the camera confidence after the course. Just give me time on that, because I have to focus on this first. So Mr. Bode said, just like freestyling in front of the camera, you have your script written down, pause, read your script again, and continue in order to be confident in front of the camera. Keep practicing and you'll grow in the process of continuous practice. That's true. It's continuous practice. That's the key. The more you do it, the more you are going to get better. But don't judge yourself. Don't judge yourself. Give yourself permission to grow. Oftentimes one of the reasons that we give up on something that we are learning is because we think that by some type of miracle we are supposed to get it right the first time. No. You're not supposed to get it right. You're supposed to get it very, very.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
We still cannot hear you again. We cannot hear you. Not yet.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, you're back again. Yeah.
Oh, it's a network. So, like I'm saying, yeah, somebody asked me a question. It said, I get the idea, I get the concept, but I don't really know, I don't really have any experience or any knowledge that I can turn into a product. You know, this is where you now come into AI to try to find a problem that you can solve. Or you can be a psychologist and just take a look at your environment, people around you, your friends, your peers, people in around your space, and try to just ask them questions and see what things they are struggling with in their own life. Trust me, if one person have the problem, there are thousands of millions of people who have that same problem, right? So you can find that thing. This is where you now do market research. If you don't want to go through the process of maybe trying to use AI, you cannot go into markets and start asking people you know questions about certain things. I don't know. I don't know if you have this kind of, if there's anything you are struggling with that you feel like you really want a solution to. You know, just ask them any question about their own life, what they are going through. This is where you have communication with them. And from there, from the things they talk about, you not see, you not ask them, what is one problem you are going through right now that if you see the solution, you are going to be able to pay money to get that solution. You know, you hear from their own opinion. Then from there, you get in information, you get a data. Then from there, you can start analyzing. You cannot take that information into AI. I have this customer avatar. I have this avatar who is going through this problem. How can I create something that can solve this problem for them? You know, a solution that can solve this problem for them. Then AI will start giving you ideas. From there, you cannot build on those ideas and turn that into a product and give it to them for free so that they test it and see if it's going to work for them. And if it works for them, then that means you solve the problem, which cannot be a product you can start selling in the marketplace. So it's all about understanding the idea of like finding solutions. I mean, finding problems you can solve. And sometimes it might be that you already have the problem and you've solved it for yourself, or it can be that somebody has a problem that you want to be the one who solved that problem. Or it can be a problem you are going through that you feel like now is the time I need to take this problem seriously. Let me tackle it. And you can go into AI and say, I'm going through this problem right now, and I don't really know how to go about it. Can you give me like a framework of some sort that can help me solve this problem for myself? Then AI is going to give you some ideas. From there, you cannot, brainstorm and see what ways you can come up with a solid solution for that particular problem. Once you get the solution, you test it on yourself and find people who have the problem, test it on them. If you know it's solid and it works, then you have a product, you start marketing it, which we are going to talk about sales in the next module. So it's just understanding this concept, like it's all about finding problems and finding solutions to those problems. And sometimes it might not just come easy. But this is where I tell you, it's not, nothing about success comes easy. Yeah, you have to go through the process of like finding, doing this, the putting in, rolling up your sleeve to make sure you do the work. I want to make sure I do the work. Not like I just want to just sit down and guess. No, go into the market and dig in deep. You are going to find products, thousands of products you can solve. I think I'm going to also research for some product ideas that I can put into the community that people can go create a product on. Like one I know that people are going to buy is, if you are the kind of person who understand how to budget, if you understand how to budget, because a lot of people struggle with, after they make money, they don't know what, at the end of the day, after like a few periods, they don't know what to do, that what they do with that money. The money has gone to zero. So many people struggle with this. So you can be the one who find a solution to how can you make money, keep money, and grow money, whereby you are talking about personal budgeting, understanding about your personal finance. That's a problem that lots of people will pay for. Is there any other question? I think the Zoom is about to end right now. So is there any other question? Is there any other question, guys?
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay, ask a question.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Ask a question.
Okay. Concerning what you said after like creating a product, you give us a platform to post it, right?
Platform is out. Did you watch the module 4? Is it the module 4?
How about like if you post it on the
Huh?
You said?
Did you watch the module 4? Module 4.
We talk about how we're going to post it, right?
Yeah, now
I've not watched it because I've not done creating the videos.
Okay, I already gave you a platform in module 4, so you're gonna find all those answers there.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. Like, okay, for instance, now we have posted it. Like, what about the marketing? Like, how would other people see it?
And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about marketing.
Is it
from the next module? Yeah.
Okay.
Not about marketing and sales in the next module.
Okay.
Yeah. How you can sell.
Okay, no problem.
All right, is that all? Because the timer is almost done. I think we have about 3 minutes, 30 seconds left.
That's all from my side.
So guys, let's try and take action. It's very, very important. Yeah, let's try. You are going to face challenges, but you have to have a strong resilience if you want to make this work. This is the only thing that can get you the results, guys. Is the resilience to say, I'm going to make sure I do this. I face some hurdles or some obstacles. I'm going to find ways to solve that problem or ask questions and find the solution to that. Once I'm done with that, I go to the next one. You try again. You face your next obstacle. Before you do this gradually, you start developing the muscle. Before you know it, this thing comes automatic to you. One of the reasons why I started trying to share this message to people to understand the awareness about this is because I sit down and I get so many ideas and I cannot pursue all the ideas at the same time. So I want people who are really eager and hunger to understand this skill set so they can help me with this, with some of the ideas, and they can start pursuing it for themselves, because I believe we rise by lifting others, you know. So guys, I think that this is the end of this section. My timer has come to an end for Zoom. I'll also make this section available in the back panel for your dashboard. So Mr. Bodo, I will talk to you later in the evening, because I have to run out now to get something. So later in the evening, when I come back, I will call you. I'll write to you and see if it's a good time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Get well soon, yeah. Your voice. Once I heard you, as soon as I heard your voice, I knew you were not too fine. Get well.
Thank you.
All right. All right.